Hey, Cody, can you bring me some water?
On the speaker thing. Good job on speaking.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. They said you guys really know freestyle, so.
We made this.
What?
We made this.
Your Central Methodist Eagle.
My boy Brian. My boy Brian cannot lead the walkout, bro. Every time. He'd be like, no, you do it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take a quick sip, but you pull this up.
It doesn't squeeze really well.
Gracias.
Good evening and welcome to Bucket Fieldhouse in tonight's men's wrestling dual match between the Wildcats of Baker University and your 16th ranked Central Methodist Eagles. Yes, little athletes, coaches, and spectators of IIAA, champions of character values, which are respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet tonight's wrestler. At 125 for Baker, Prado. And for Central Methodist, Ryan Hill. At 133 pounds for Baker, 25th ranked Christian Nishi Rivera. And for Central Methodist, 12th ranked Roger Hart. At 141 pounds for Baker, Jake Barnes. And for Central
Confidence
Methodist,
rate keeps
John
pulled up.
Fitzgerald. And at 149 for Baker, Nicholas Sladoff. And for Central Methodist, Ned Lehans. At 157 for Baker, Jana Muhammad. And for Central Methodist, Drake Jenkins. At 165 for the Wildcats, Noah Sample.
So 157.
And for your Central Methodist Eagles, Peyton Asbury.
We ranked the 60.
At 174
Nope.
for the Wildcats,
He just bumped up.
Fernando Hamilton.
He just bumped up.
Who did?
Baker.
And for
He was
Central
at
Methodist,
57 all year.
fourth ranked Roman
He just bumped
Garcia.
up, like, Warrensburg was his first time at 65.
Man, that's what I thought.
At 184 for Baker,
Number
Eli
one.
Massey.
Oh, okay.
Dude, he just beat the number one kid in the
And for
country.
Central
That's
Methodist,
crazy.
12th ranked Sincere Al Osborne. At 197 for Baker, Braden Thompson. And for Central Methodist, Jay Henson. And at 285 for the Wildcats, Elijah Elslinger.
Cracks me up, bro.
And for Central
my three little
Methodist,
bros.
7th ranked Austin Floyd.
Don't tell him I said that, but it's funny.
Wildcats are led by head coach Tyrone Lewis, and he's assisted by Jimmy May and Victor Hughes. Eagles led by head coach Graham Carwell, and he is assisted by Jonathan Correa and Christian.
Welcome back into Puckett Fieldhouse. I am back, Gavin Schaus alongside,
Cameron Cornman.
and we're going to get this duel underway. Team captains Rajay Hart and Roman Garcia going to go out for the corn toss.
Not sure who the two Baker guys are. Sincere ran out there for a last minute handshake.
Sincere never does things by the book.
No, that would be too formal. I'm just like, we're going to start off with 125 here. Let's see. We got Saul Prado out of Las Vegas, Nevada. We got two Las Vegas guys coming in. We got Brian Hill from Springfield, Missouri. Love
Absolutely.
Springfield. Heck of a town.
Baker Wildcats coached by Tyrone Lewis, assisted by Jimmy May and Victor Hughes.
Both wrestlers shake hands. Brian comes out aggressive.
Both guys are swinging.
That's going to be a slide by.
Kind of in that
For
Merkle
Prado.
position. No, please don't do it. We're not going to a spladle. This one hurts, folks. It's not fun.
Brian's fighting it hard here.
Yeah.
And we're getting a count for being on the ankle.
I don't think this ref is aware that you're allowed to do that as long as you're trying to actively turn. All right, we were saved from the spladle there. We got a 1 point escape and I believe a 1 point penalty. Stall call, sorry, stall call official.
That's going to be 3-1. And we're going to go back to that slide by attempt, straight to a leg attack.
Kind of going to like just a straight up tight waist, honestly. Tight waist chop to a turn. He's kind of stacking them. That's the word I'm looking for, stacking. Now here, folks, he's cutting him again. Coach Graham giving some good advice of not leaning. We got another slide by attempt. Here we go, a deep shot here from Sowell. Kind of. Ryan's pretty crafty here, though. I'm not going to lie, folks. I've seen him in practice. He kind of gets to some weird chest wrap. Looks like Sowell's kind of doubling off. Would have been eager to see that position. Oh, we're to a Turk. This stuff kind of hurts, not going to lie, folks.
Big armbar for Prado. Ref's got to make sure that's clean.
He's kind of walking him over. We got a double hook here finish. Straight to a pin. Good fight out of Brian.
Absolutely. That's going to be 6 points for the Wildcats. And that's going to bring up 133 pounds where we have a nationally ranked matchup. Number 25, Christian Nishi Rivera versus number 12, Araje Hart.
And for Central Methodist, 12th ranked, Hart.
Araje coming to Central Methodist from Indian Hills, originally out of Illinois, where he was a couple times state medalist, formerly All-American, JUCO for Indian Hills.
Yeah, so Raja kind of bouncing around between 141 and 133. Officially committed to 133 now. Nice little drag here.
Rajay is a very explosive wrestler. Kind of lulls you to sleep, and as soon as you're not moving your feet, he attacks. As I mentioned, both wrestlers nationally ranked. Both wrestlers also ranked fairly high in the conference. Araje Hart is third, and Christian is going to be sixth in the Heart of America.
Looking like Araje. I really hate when he gets flat-footed, man, because he's so explosive, as you just saw. I mean, if he can stay loose on his feet here, stop staying in that square stance, stay loose on his feet, and just kind of start shimming around, he's going to get a lot more openings of attacks. I see, and he kind of gets reactive there, and I want him to stay loose. I don't like you having to dive all over the place. If you want to get stagnant, put a hand on the mat.
Absolutely.
There you go. We're digging that inside tie there. Yep, double wrist control. Okay, let's start moving. Work your drags. There you go. Good job.
Nishi Rivera starting to wrestle, as Araje typically does. Araje's going to peel that hand off and keep wrestling. Elbow pass attempt for
Nice.
Araje, straight to a leg attack. If you blink, you missed it, folks.
Pretty much. Yep, drag him back in, drag him back in, drag him back in. Nope, keep coming back in. He's going to dump. I told you. Sorry, guys. I'm not trying to sound like a know-it-all. I just think out loud. Good job, Araje.
Another elbow pass by Araje. He's really controlled the middle of most of this match. hopefully that gets into the ref's mind as we think about later periods here. Another attempt.
Now, Gav, I think we're going to get a big snap here, and we're about to see a double leg. Got to see him. Yep, he starts getting that shuffle going on. There it is. Clear those wrists. Nice elbow pass. There it is. Boom. Come on. Yep, hit it. Oh, it was there.
Stall warning for Rivera.
I'm seeing equal strength here, Gav. I'm not going to lie. I'm seeing equal craftiness. Very good mat positioning by both of these guys.
Absolutely.
Good match.
That's going to take us to the end of the first period. Baker's going to have choice here. Sorry, I misspoke. We had choice. We choose to defer. Nishi Rivera is going to elect to go down here.
We'll see Araje pretty good on top. Got a little tight waist tilt series. See kind of how that works against Mr. Sal. Or, sorry, Mr. Christian. Christian right up to his feet. Breaks the grip.
No return attempt from Araje there.
Squares back up. Nice little stutter fakes.
Inside tie for Araje here.
Ooh, nice low elbow pass. Ooh, big blast double attempt. Nah, nice re-attack. Now see that right foot, man. He starts leaning back on it. There it is. Come on, Rajay. Pick that foot. There you go. Come on, big dog.
Rajay clears that underhook Rivera had deep.
Now Rajay's starting to shorten some of those steps a little bit. There you go. Get your motion going. Come on, man. Nice slide by. Yeah. Follow that up. Yep. Oh, we got to believe in it, kid. Come on. I know.
I think a head bump there.
Probably did not feel too good.
Heads collided. We're going to take an injury timeout. Make sure Mr. Hart is all right. Take this opportunity to talk about the coaching staff changes that we have seen this year. Kind of a newer looking lineup for the Eagles. As previously had in the previous years. With the addition of Coach Johnny coming in at the beginning of the year has really brought a new fire to this program that is very exciting. Coach Carwas, second year here, brought in a huge freshman class that we see in the lineup a lot. And it's just been really exciting. And exciting times ahead for the CMU Eagles.
Like you said, man, I mean, big changes here with a slick duck. That was nice out of Mr. Nishi Rivera. That was, oh my God, big mat return attempt. Kind of good job by Araje. Another one, ooh, brings him back to the mat. Now, you don't like that. You don't like seeing your guy getting flattened out after one of those mat returns. Kind of getting into the strength battle. You want to see Araje free that left foot. It's hard, man, but you got to free that left foot, knee slide to get to moving. You can't stay down there. There's no air down there. Come on, Bubba.
You know, as we talked about in the girls' duel, if you're just turning in, Cam and I talked about how dangerous those short time takedowns can be at the end of periods, and they can really wear on a wrestler. And on the flip side, they can really motivate your wrestler. You know, you go from being up 2-0 to now you're down you go from being up 2-0 to now up 4-0. You're a lot more confident heading into this third period.
Yep, and, you know, you hate to see that kind of against your guy, but good job by Mr. Christian Nishi Rivera there. I mean, it's a mental battle on the mat just as much as it is a physical or technical one. And right now, we're seeing his will get executed here, and that's something impressive. And a lot of times that'll come in the form of points, or right now as we're seeing a positional piece, kind of showing that masterclass on top. Maybe, you know, kind of exposing some weaknesses out of Mr. Rajay here, and that'll happen too. You know, wrestling, you're constantly learning. So
absolutely.
Let's see if we can kind of figure something out here, kind of knee slide our way up.
Work our way to the base. See if we can't seal off and come up here. Riding time has now officially crossed a minute.
Oh, no, big tilt. Oh, that's a reinforced bar tilt. That probably should have been some points, honestly.
No swipes from the ref. As I mentioned before, riding time has crossed a minute. And Araje has been granted a stall warning.
Baker coach getting pretty excited over there. I don't know if Mr. Nishi Rivera was ranked before this.
He was ranked number 25 in the nation.
That'll be a big swing there.
All right.
Rajay kind of taking a second, making a little adjustment, kind of shaking his head, limping a little bit. Looks like he might have a groin strain going on or a hip strain. You see Coach Graham kind of encouraging from the corner over there.
Comes right to his feet here. We've seen Nishi Rivera. He's going to go ahead and not elect to return him. Go ahead and cut him away. It's going to bring us 4-1.
He's so flat-footed. We really need to see Rajay kind of start getting some snaps worked in. It's going to help. Yep, go on. Big takedown, son. Come on.
20 seconds here. And no stall call after 4 attempts. 5 attempts.
Nice
now.
double. Run through it. Run through it. Pick him up. He's fleeing.
Stalling,
Sorry,
and that's
folks.
going to bring a point to Araje. 9 seconds left as Corman gets a little excited.
Sorry, guys. Hate to see that towards the end of the match. That's Come on, Rajay. Get on him. Another shot attempt here. Hey, buddy, calm down. All right. Love that assistant Baker coach. He's pretty awesome. He doesn't tolerate any of that. He's a very classy dude, hardworking man. I've seen him wrestling with a lot of his wrestlers, even in later years. I've seen him wrestle with a lot of big guys too, Gab.
Really?
Good coach, yes. He's always bleeding from his ear too. He's always bleeding all over the mat. He's a good dude.
Baker coach not happy with that celebration from Nishi
No, not the
Rivera.
slightest.
That's going to bring up 141, Jake Barnes from Baker. And for CMU, making his way down from 49, second duel at 41, Chuck Fitzgerald out of Illinois. Neither ranked in the conference, but this will be a big win for Chuck as he looks to get some confidence down at 41 here. Working his front headlock, and he's dangerous here. He truly is.
Yeah, I like Chuck's attack style. He's kind of always working for points. One thing I'd like to see him work on is maybe taking less shots from space. Chuck's got kind of sticky hands, so to speak, where he'll get a hold of people and kind of drag them down. And I kind of want to see him work on those shots where they're like this. Yep, just like that. No, don't bail, son. Stay on that right side. Get to that front head. Start looking for those kind of little like snatches almost with your hands. Great job hand fighting here. All right.
Stall warning.
CMU looks
And
to
that's
fire
huge.
back with that.
That's huge for the crowd. Tries to flip the script after last match. And Chuck's going to be the guy to do that. He's not going to back down from anybody. It doesn't matter, if you're first ranked in the country or you're unranked. Chuck's going to give you 100% no matter what.
Yeah, he's got a little anger in him. I think underneath that dirty blonde mop is a couple red hairs. He's got a temper about him. See a nice little slide by attempt from Baker. Chuck digs an underhook, kind of still pressuring out. Got a fake, son. Can't just drive. Cannot. There you go.
Tries to snap him down here.
Good tap.
Another attempt.
Drag him back down, Chuck. Ugh.
Chuck not really letting him circle, but Barnes not really attempting to circle back
No,
in,
honestly
truly.
not.
He's going to find his way back in. And Chuck's going to walk him back to the center. Hanging out in that collar tie here.
Looks like, so right now, folks, we're in this position ear to ear. And looks like, oh my goodness, I don't know what that was. Good double attempt, kind of doubles him off the mat. No points there. Baker coach kind of telling his guy to stay calm. Hard club out of Baker there. Kind of stagnant right now. And now this is the problem right here, Gav. We gotta stay on the offensive. You know, too many breaks kind of messes with Chuck's style. Right there, drag the leg when he steps up, Chucky. When he steps up, just snatch it. Just stop backing out of those. Chuck does a great job getting people front head. Then we let him back up on front head. Stay on the front head as the guy steps up. Collect the leg, run him down. Just keep it simple. There you go.
Chuck gonna have that left hand collar tie. Controlling that right arm there. We break. That's going to be the end of the first period. No score here. Chuck looks over to Coach Carwath for advice. Coach Johnny.
I've seen a lot of great hand fighting there. A lot of good effort. A lot of positions, too. You know, sometimes points don't reflect like we talked about earlier. And I saw about 7 different positions there that all had potential to score. So
absolutely.
And Chuck's hustling, and that's what you like to see out of your guy. Nice pinch, inside stand up.
Comes right up.
Boots.
Barnes is very high. Look for a stall call here if Barnes doesn't. Merkel position. And Chuck's going to get out, bringing the score 1-0. We're back neutral here.
There you go. Right there, followed up. Good job by Chuck. A lot of swinging hands from Baker there, my boy. Don't know what he's mad about, but he's quite literally just punching him in the back of the head.
Chuck needs to take an attack here. There it is, to drive him off, and that's going to be another stall point for Chuck.
Gave him a bit of a piece of the hardwood. Baker is not feeling good about it. We're about to see probably one of the hardest clubs of the night, folks. Nope.
No.
Calm down. Sometimes, guys, when a guy gets wound up like that, they'll take a second and they'll compose themselves, and then they'll throw a pretty good haymaker. But we didn't see that tonight, so that's good. Good discipline.
Chuck for the Eagles leading 2-0 here as we're back on our feet for the restart.
Chuck kind of working that right side underhook. I hate that draping position personally. Good job. Boom.
That's what you want to see Chuck do. Use that front headlock to generate some offense.
Yes, sir.
That's where he's dangerous.
That's what I was getting ready to say, too, with that draping kind of like overhook. You leave yourself open. If they drop that underhook out from under you, you're just going to fall straight to the mat. You kind of need that true overhook to defend yourself, and Chuck exploited that very well. Good job, Chuck.
Absolutely. He's looking high thigh, has a high thigh locked up. Looking to bring.
Now, for those of you at home, it does look like he's choking him. I'll admit it. But it's more of like a chin kind of thing than you realize. It's not really putting pressure on those arteries or anything, and it's not really putting pressure on the windpipe. It's strictly neck for the most part. 95%, I'd say. Looks like Chuck kind of needs to cast his hips and arms over. Take that right hand, Chucky, stick it out to the right and start walking. That's a baby. Don't wrap your arms around like that. That's illegal. All right.
That's going to be another. Is that another stall call? 6-0?
I think so, yeah. I think it was another stall call. I'm glad. Oh, man.
Appears Chuck is bleeding here.
That is not entirely abnormal, folks. Chucky's a goer and a bleeder.
Absolutely. As we enter this third period, like Cam just mentioned, Chuck's a goer. He really likes to use his pace. Sprint to 7 minutes, if you will, is kind of Chuck's style here. We'll see if he commits to the ride or decides to cut Jake Barnes. Appears he's going to commit.
Claw to a crossbody ride, kind of looking that spladle. Yep, there you go. You got to be careful, bud. So there's this dude in D1. He does that roll that we just saw, folks, and he's pretty good at it. Now, the problem was Chuck did a good job. He straightened his arm out. So when you straighten your arm out, that takes some of that leverage off. So when they land, that allows Chuck to get his hips back on top rather than that Mr. Barnes here being able to kind of continue to use that arm to roll him through. So
Absolutely. Chuck
pretty
back,
impressive defense by Chuck there.
Yeah, Chuck back to the high thigh. Look at the cast his hips over. Look for a power half to be thrown here.
Mickey O'Malley, that's who it is. That's the guy. He does that forward roll all the time.
It's dangerous.
Huh?
I said it's dangerous.
It is.
Chuck's still looking to cast those hips. He really needs to load his hips up and throw them before he tries to cast it away. Karloff looking for a stall call here.
I believe we got hit with the stall call. I'm not sure.
And we got hit.
Chuck motioning to Carwalt that he would like to go optional start there.
We're going to go. It appears Chuck's going to go for the major, which would be huge for team points.
Currently, the Eagles are down 9-0.
If you're not familiar, an individual win over 8 points would be a major decision, resulting in 14 points for the Eagles rather than 3 if it is under 8 points.
Ooh, big slide by attempt there. Chuck needs to be careful. Barnes has got nothing to lose here, everything to gain. So, big hand fight, big diving shot. Turn, Chucky, turn. Yep, good job. Sit down.
Sits him straight.
Sit down. Lock around the legs. He's fine. See, Barnes going to go for a switch here. Climb the body. Climb the body.
And that's going to secure the major here. Should be 4 points for the Eagles.
And you got to give credit to Mr. Fitzgerald there. You see Barnes kind of taking his elbow and running into his face. You got to love wrestling, folks.
Absolutely.
You got to give credit to Mr. Fitzgerald for staying calm there at the end and collecting his last 3 points. We're going to see him push his head down and get that elbow out of his face. He probably doesn't like that. I believe that was the Eagle symbol. Yes, I believe so.
Great win for Chuck Fitzgerald as he picks up the major decision against Mr. Jake Barnes. And at 149, we have a great in-conference matchup. As we look here, we have number 6 ranked in the conference, Neverson Lahens out of Florida versus Nicholas Sladoff from Baker. And he is ranked 3rd in the conference. This would be a huge win for Nev if he can pick this up.
Nev coming out here, double knee padded up, ready to go to work. Big double attempt. Kind of just straight on. Kind of want to look to see Nev kind of slow this guy down a little bit. He's kind of hopping all over the place. And when you get weird guys like that, kind of like, yeah, shuffling around like that, you kind of want to time up, slow them down a little bit. They're just tough to wrestle, Gav.
Absolutely.
Kind of a pain. There you go. Nice re-attack.
Deep shot
Circle
by
Nev.
Nev.
Circle Nev. Nev, don't get frustrated. Just circle to your left. Yep, good job, Nev. Keep shelving it.
Pulls
That's
it.
what you want to see out of a single leg. Yep, chase it. Good job.
3 points for Nev. Huge 3 points there. As he's looking, spiral, trying to grab that wrist. Sladoff does a great job of keeping that wrist away.
No, you would have liked to see Nev kind of continue in that position as much as possible. It's always good to ride people out when you can, but like Gav was saying, Sladoff did a good job kind of getting back up to his feet really quickly there.
Nev really likes to wrestle from a knee, really slowing down his opponent. Nev's also really explosive. He likes to explode off that knee. A lot of opponents don't see it coming. He drives right through them.
Yeah, straight up a powerful dude. I mean, Nev's kind of creepy strong, not going to lie. Just really good at leveraging his whole body when he does stuff. Kind of needs to circle back in here right now.
Sprawls.
Dang it.
Look for a stall warning here. As long as Nev keeps wrestling, and that's... Look for Nev to play the edge here.
Yeah, kind of needs to be... don't concede. Don't... No. Now, folks, all weird, a little weird here. You're going to see Coach Carworth be a little frustrated.
We're going to go to the head table. We're going to talk about this.
We're going to have a conversation. Trey Duhon with the clutch body armor pass to Coach Johnny there. Going to provide an optional sip to Nev.
Absolutely.
Nev looks like he's considering it. Coach Johnny giving some advice on angles. Coach Johnny from Puerto Rico, excellent source of intellect, especially on the neutral position.
Absolutely.
Very skilled man himself. Placed at the Pan Ams.
Bronze medalist, Pan
Yes,
Ams.
yes, sir. Pretty good.
Absolutely. He
Also wrestled D2 for Millersville College.
Yep.
It's a pretty successful school
absolutely
when he was president.
was a national qualifier his senior year
And junior year.
and junior year.
Yep.
Very talented individual. Brings a fire to the room, as I was saying before. So exciting. Very exciting.
Yeah, I think he qualified his junior year. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Have to fact check that tomorrow.
Yeah, well, someone with Google do that for me.
Also qualified up a weight class.
Yes. Had an unfortunate issue with his descent plan. Was going down to 57 and then unfortunately was asked, hey, we messed up. Can you mind going up to 74 for us? And he complied. Still was very successful at that weight.
Absolutely. And that type of fire to qualify up a weight class is just what he brings to the program.
Yes, sir.
Expects nothing but the best from his wrestlers. And see a sprawl by Nev here. Short time. And that's going to take us to the second period.
Now with Neverstone, Nev likes to cross his feet. I hate it when he does it, but he does it, and he's pretty good there. So he needs to be careful, though. This guy is kind of twitchy, and every time Nev crosses his feet, that dude's looking to shoot. And what we saw right there, the reason Nev kind of had to jump is because he was about to cross his feet again, caught himself about to do it. That guy was shooting, anticipating it. He was able to sprawl and get back. We'll have to see if that habit kind of comes back to bite him a little bit later on in the match. Good top ride by Nev there. That's a lot of pressure, folks. He's got that hand kind of deep in the other guy's groin. That's giving him a lot of leverage to put a lot of pressure on that shoulder, and it can be really tough to come up there.
Still 4-4 here. Tough ride from Nev. Jake Barnes comes to his feet, cuts away.
And we are back neutral. Score is 4-5, folks.
Hard snap, fake. Nev's got to use that fake to follow up.
Good underhook. Double unders.
Look for Nev to circle in here.
Front head. No. Good job, Nev. That was impressive, folks. You don't normally see that.
Another attack. Nev's going to get hit with stalling here, and that's going to be his first warning, so no point quite yet. Barnes gets that shelf position. My apologies. Slatoff gets that shelf position.
That'll be a takedown. Good job by Slatoff. Runs, kind of jogs back to the center there. See Nev kind of walking back. Got 40 seconds left in the second. Now, Gavin, if you had any strat here for Nev, what would it be?
I would say let's not throw the offense away just quite yet. Obviously, you're down 3, so you can't throw away the offense, and we got to get back to our attacks. We haven't seen Nev hit a knee in a while, which is really unlike him. I think he's starting to maybe feel the wear and tear that Slatoff's putting on him.
Oh, nice shot there, just as you were suggesting. Kind of driving through. Need to see that shelf. Good job, Nev. Circle.
Elbow down, circle here.
Shelf it. Shelf it up. There you go. Nice limp arm for a takedown. Right at the end of the period.
Absolutely. That's huge.
Yeah, it's gigantic. Ties us up going into the third here.
Nev's going to go down.
Surprising choice from the young man, not going to lie. Does have 38 seconds of riding time built up, so we can give up literally a minute and a half, but oh gosh. We prefer not to.
No breakdown there.
Nev taking the flatten out as the first move. Looking to possibly build his base soon. Now, here's the truth, folks. If Slatoff rides him out for the whole 2 minutes, match is over, he wins. If he rides him out for, I don't know. Here, hold on. Give me 6 seconds. If he rides him out for a full minute, starting now, he wins the match. But if he runs it for just under that minute, Nev wins if he's able to get out.
Slatoff looking bar here.
Oh, we give up
Nev's
a point.
going to get dinged for stalling. So Slatoff is going to be up 1 here.
Nev has no choice but to get out now, or he's going to lose. Slide off working on that
Another
wing.
bar.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You see that hand come out, guys. That's never usually a good sign. I believe I hear Ryan Gibson down there hollering. There's another stall call. And you can see the Baker coach getting into it. He smells blood in the water. Nev needs to kind of get his hips under him, come up. Looks like he's hurting pretty bad down there, folks. 30 seconds left in the match. We've got 10 seconds before that riding time point comes into play. Let's see if Nev can pull it off. You can hear Sincere hollering down there for him to get out.
Bar was cleared. We have 10 seconds left.
Riding time is locked. We gave up 2 stall call points. And then we're going to give a ride time point. It's going to end the match 8-11. Well fought. Both young men. You just hate to see that ending to the back and forth battle, you know.
Absolutely.
Ride out's always cool, but it's a frustrating end to what was a good match.
That's going to bring up 157. Janah Muhammad versus Drake Jenkins.
Ref got a little excited there. Thought that we had an open at that weight. It appears Drake's just maybe getting ready to go.
And at 157, Janah Muhammad is ranked 5th in the conference, while Drake Jenkins is ranked 7th. So look for an opportunity for Drake to jump in the rankings here.
And that's just the truth of the matter, folks. You always want to advance yourself, you know. Mine found me. Good walkout song here by Drake Jenkins. Rocking the yellow shoes.
Those are indeed mine. He has to use them, so don't hate on him too much, Cam.
Kevin knows my affinity for black and white shoes. And that's it. Quick takedown here from Muhammad.
Jenkins came out a little flat-footed here.
Yeah. Drake is he's a young buck for us. He's been working hard all year.
Yeah, one of the talented freshmen that Coach Graham Carwath brought in out of Seckman High School.
Yeah, it's local St. Louis, Missouri area.
Absolutely. He was Class 4 state finalist.
It's a pretty impressive feat, no lie. We're going to look to see if he can kind of capitalize on some of his younger success and demonstrate some of that prowess here for us tonight.
And really has been kind of in and out of the lineup with the return of Donald Griffin, but gets the nod here. And you like to see it from the freshman with an opportunity to jump in the rankings.
Quick little snatch single attempt there. Got to be careful going ahead and going shin whizzer as Mr. Drake kind of switches to crack down. Good news is Muhammad's got his shoulder buried. He doubling off. Not good. Drake's pretty feisty. Let's see what he's got. Uh-oh. Muhammad with a quick roll. Leverages himself behind him, gets the 3.
Bring this score 6-1 here.
Oh, Drake Jenkins with a quick kind of Metzger-like move.
See if he can get the reversal here, and that's going to bring it 6-3. That's very big.
Especially with Drake Jenkins' best position being top. I mean, we're going to look for him to go ahead and get that. Yep, he's doing his little pinch on his right side of Muhammad and kind of working that crossbody. This is where Drake is pretty tough. He has ridden out many of a kid here, and we're going to look to see if maybe we can get a turn on the board. That'd be kind of nice, but always good to get that riding time up. Am I right, Gav?
Absolutely. As you said, Drake's just very tough on top. Also reversal king. That's not the first time I've seen him get a reversal. He's got a couple on the season.
You like to see that out of your young guy. Never giving up.
Absolutely.
Working his ride.
You know, and typically as freshmen jump to the next level, their mat wrestling is typically one of the things that we see college wrestlers that have experience kind of have an upper hand. But Jenkins has proved to be very tough on both top and bottom. So, yeah, he's just proven that kind of wrong here.
Yeah, it's always nice to see your young guys be savvy, and Drake Jenkins is definitely savvy here as we're winding down the first period. 3-6 in Muhammad's favor.
Jenkins looking for that high thigh, and he gets it locked up just as the period ends.
You hear the Baker coach yell, "Go back down and get out." As a
very interesting tactic there.
That's what I was gonna say.
Muhammad doesn't seem too confident in that, as he had to have his coach kind of make him go down, but he gets out, and we're in this front headlock position, and he does award his escape. Jenkins digs that underhook. He really likes this underhook throw by to a shot. And he does shoot. We're in this kind of split the middle. He switches off, gets that elbow down, and keeps circling. Muhammad with great defense.
Kind of a stagnated position, but it looks like Drake Jenkins just don't care. He's kind of driving through.
He's trying to kind of dump over, and we're going to get a stalemate there. Expect Drake to come back out, go right back to that underhook.
Looks like maybe we have some blood on the mat. You know, props to Muhammad. I didn't give him enough credit. He got out of there. Got told to, did it. You know,
Absolutely.
And that's not an easy task to do.
Absolutely. Got blood from Muhammad. Our amazing trainer, Megan, cleaning that up. Shout out, Megan. Trained by the best. Shout out, Jose.
Hot dog. Giving that mat a good old scrub-a-dub-dub. Get them cleaned up. We like to prevent the spread of infectious diseases around here. No Hep A, B, or C.
Absolutely.
At CMU.
Drake digging that underhook.
There you go. Elbow control. Kind of working inside. Muhammad doing a really good job of kind of clamping down, keeping it hard for Drake to open him up those underhooks.
Muhammad does a good job of circling in. You can tell that Muhammad is very experienced, as he is a junior. Not allowing that edge wrestling and really working to the center. Drake with a shot attempt.
Now, folks, this high crotch defense is pretty top tier. You know, he's kind of casting himself over, then sinks back. That's always good.
Drake controlling that elbow in the front headlock, very important. That's going to create a stalemate. We're back neutral. Drake with that post, going 2-on-1 here. Over tie for Drake, and that's going to bring us to the end of the second.
Looks like we're 3-7 guys here as we go into that second. Drake down. Now, if Drake can get out here, that'll be a 1 point, and we're all looking down at that takedown, folks. Drake's got, I believe, 55 seconds of riding time, so if he can get out relatively fast, work his way up, get a takedown, ride him out, that'll be the match.
Drake works up to that quad pod to his feet, fights top hand, and we're back neutral.
Drake pressuring forward with that underhook. I like that tactic against these guys that are pretty savvy. It helps open them up.
Big snap.
Good clear by Mr. Drake. Be careful there. Good shot. Ugh.
You'd think that Muhammad would get a stall call here. That's been 4 straight attempts for Jenkins without an attempt from Muhammad.
Logically speaking, yes, but no.
No.
But no.
No.
So back to the center we go. So we'll see kind of what happens here.
Minute 20 remaining in this third period. Drake has 45 seconds of ride time.
Oh, no. All right. Good job by Muhammad there. That was a really good opportunity.
Drake
You
gets
gotta
caught reaching.
You got to be careful with those overtime slide-by attempts. You know, it opens up that whole side of your body. I think he just called clasping out, stalling on him, yeah.
So that's going to be his first warning.
That was a fast 5 count. I don't even think 5's, whatever. All right. Muhammad back on top. Got a minute left, guys. Score 10-4. We need Drake to kind of turn it up here. Let's get back in this fight.
Drake's going to get up right away. And we're going to have 50 seconds. Expect Drake to start sprinting here. Scores 5-10. Going to need 2 takedowns to take it from Muhammad. And Muhammad
gets warned for hands in the face. Potentially dangerous call. Drake appears unaffected. However, there appears to be blood. You see Megan, the trainer, not Megan Trainer, running out. Going ahead and wipe down a face there. Get some of the blood off him.
That was a good joke.
Thank you.
Great joke. Cam just doesn't wrestle good. He also is a comedian, if you guys didn't know.
Well, thanks. You hear G-Ski fire off with another couple cheers. We got 39 seconds here, folks. We got a 5-point deficit.
And we're going to see the sprint from Drake here. Digs that underhook. He's going to keep walking Muhammad.
A lot of jab fakes. Throws a couple headbutts in there for good measure. Looks for that underhook again. Ow. That same takedown has now happened 3 times, Gavin. 3 times. Same side, same setup.
Yeah, Muhammad, you know, he shows his experience here. And as we talked about before, this is good showing as we gear up for the conference tournament in a couple weeks. I expect Drake to come back, game plan with Coach Carwath and Coach Johnny, and I expect this to be a closer match as it goes ahead.
I'm inclined to agree. I think it was a good matchup. Oh, don't toss your headgear, son. Go grab that.
And that's going to be a major decision for Baker. Bring the score 4-16 in favor of the Wildcats.
Gave ourselves a little right hand there to the dome. It's good to see your athlete get frustrated and want to work hard. Drake Jenkins is going to come back here with a vengeance.
Absolutely.
Hopefully get a better outcome. Coming up here, we got Peyton Asbury.
He's also out of Indian Hills. Really came with Rajay. You know, they were kind of a package deal. Great for Carwath to get both of them here. They bring a lot of experience.
Oh, nice
low single attack.
Oh, big
goes
lat
big.
drop attempt.
Oh.
Peyton kind of hopped clear. Could have had a leg in there, but you know what? Sometimes you just don't feel comfortable there, and I don't think that's necessarily the worst decision in the world.
Peyton also out of Indiana.
Yes.
Loves to let everybody know that, so I would like to let all the viewers know.
Doesn't rep the home state very aggressively. Find your house. CMU, the stadium with the music. Gotta love it.
Good post fake by Peyton.
Good work.
It appears
Another good
this,
fake.
this Baker wrestler, Noah Samples, really kind of timid coming out here.
I would definitely agree. Looks a little stiff. That can be, again, awkward to wrestle. The thing I've noticed, Gav, is you kind of butter him up. You kind of gotta show him that it's okay to tie up with you and kind of lull him to sleep.
Absolutely.
And then kind of strike while the iron is hot, so to speak. Good little fakes moments there from Peyton. Oh, big double leg. Yeah, nice re-attack.
Re-shot.
That was
Great
beautiful, guys.
re-shot.
That's textbook. Chest wrap here.
Bring him in. Bring him in.
Pick him up. Oh, my goodness.
Good chest wrap here.
I do believe Noah Sample has hit the weight room a couple times.
Absolutely.
Good Lord. That's
He's
right,
gotten
though.
into some great freestyle positions. Chest wrap and then the big throw at the beginning of the match.
Yeah, my advice here to Peyton would be I'd find the angle on this guy and stick to it. You know, when you're wrestling someone who's that strong, I mean, that was, for those of you who don't know, that was incredibly difficult what he just did, especially against a very long and lengthy opponent like Peyton. I would find an angle, and I would kind of stick to it. Don't get sucked into those upper body positions so much.
Absolutely.
He's looking to toss you again. Be careful. All right.
Absolutely. Sampson's going to get hit with a stall warning. And I think one of the keys to victory here for Peyton is going to be not be frustrated here because, you know, when you have a guy like that who's kind of stingy and stops your first 2 attacks, it can be frustrating. And it's very important to remain in control, stay composed, and fire off a couple more attacks. And eventually you will score.
Yeah, I think it's important to remember sometimes that, oh, big eye poke. I think it's important to remember sometimes, no, you all right, man? Looked like that might have hurt a little bit. I'm sorry. Genuinely. Eye pokes are no fun. They suck. But back to the wrestling. I agree with you, Gav. You know, when you fire off those first 2 attacks, you know, especially if you're pretty confident in your skills, you expect them to work. But sometimes you got to remember that just getting those even close is always good. Nice re-attack from Mr. Sample there. Oh.
Big upper body for Peyton.
Be careful.
Sample might be very comfortable in this double over.
Yeah, it looks like he's kind of trying to get him loaded up. Now, for those familiar with baseball, I call it choking up. It's when that guy yep, just like that. Try to kind of give a little bump into you and then draw up on your arms to be able to throw you from those double overhooks. So Peyton did a good job feeling that, was able to clear successfully, which is good.
Absolutely. Peyton needs to really work towards the center, but we are going to come to the end of the first period. Score 0-0, but that does not mean it has been without excitement so far.
I agree. Yeah, Gav, I think he's going to need to find an angle on this dude, kind of run him through.
Absolutely.
Looks like Sample's doing a lot of really good re-attack wrestling, you know, drawing him up, chasing angles on shots. So got to find that can come from elbow pass, a slide by. If I had my choice, it'd probably just be a little simple snap setup.
Absolutely.
Because it looks like Mr. Sample's kind of leaning forward just a tad. Yep, right there. Fake and then snap. Fake and then snap.
He digs that underhook.
Yep.
The thing is about the underhook, you really can't camp out there. If you got it, you got to use it.
Is that so, Gav?
It is.
I agree. You got to be careful, especially if you're against a guy like this who's got good throw. Oh, don't sag like that. Peyton's kind of working that outside trip.
I'd really like to see Peyton get back to his low-level offense.
Almost. We slid off the mat a little bit. That was close, folks. I don't think Mr. Noah was ready for that one. But at this point, there's got to be a stall call. I mean, see nothing but forward pressure and fakes and attacks. I have not seen a whole lot of return fire.
Peyton could get back to those low-level attacks. They were working. Sample had a couple big defenses, but if you stay consistent, I'm telling you, those low-level attacks will work.
Yeah.
They're still driving. Sample.
Nice shot. Cutting back. Doubles off. Not a takedown yet. And there we go. Now, folks, you may wonder why that changed. It's all about where that elbow is. If that elbow is still down at your side and you're able to actively defend, they're not going to call it a takedown. He got it across his back, though. That's where those 3 points came from. Good job. Peyton pretty good on top here. We got 30 seconds left in the period. Gav, what do you think? Cut him or ride him?
Peyton's pretty tough on top. I'd ride him out for the period. We got 20 seconds left. Get that riding time worked up.
In the corner, folks, we're getting an Austin Foy warm-up. I don't know if football's going to be too happy with that.
Definitely quite interesting warm-up.
Yeah. Peyton on top. Sample right up to his feet. Looks like he's going to try to sit him back. Got to be careful. Going to give up a stall call if we don't get a mat return.
There's not going to be nothing going into the third.
In theory, that should have probably been a stall, but.
Sample's going to go. Nope. It's our choice. We're going to go ahead and elect to go down. Sample's going to elect optional start here. front headlock, right to the front headlock. Peyton does a good job controlling that elbow, peeling off that hand from the chin, and working his way up.
Yep. Oh, lots of fast footwork here. Big underhooks. Please be careful.
You know, as we talked about in the girls' duel, if you're just tuning in, you know, a 5-0 lead is comfortable unless you're wrestling a guy like this that likes to go big and can get a 7-point move.
Oh, big double there.
Nothing. We're out. We're neutral.
Peyton kind of grabbing at that right knee. See what he's got. You're absolutely right, Gab. I mean, stylistically, this is kind of a wrestler's worst nightmare, especially with that 4-point near fall. You know, you can get 7 points real quick, and it's kind of dangerous. So, I would look for, kind of not that. There we go. Good.
Good low-level attack.
Getting on
That's
the leg,
gotta
getting
be
stall
stalling,
calls.
absolutely.
We're going to get a point here, folks.
And that's going to be 6. Look for Peyton to really push the pace here and get that major, which would be 4 points for the Eagles.
I would advise having Peyton kind of sit low, no leaning. If you're going to walk him down and kind of shimmy side to side. Watch out for that. Oh, dude, he's going to try to toss him again. Watch out.
That
Good
next
job by Peyton there.
3, good job.
You see Baker coach kind of taking a seat, shaking his head, not too happy.
Peyton, very lanky wrestler, and that was on display right there as he just went ahead, threw that hip in. It was perfect.
You see Baker kind of mentioning to his wrestler, he wants him to reach back, folks. Try to get a little lat drop sent off there. That appears to be the move of the day. See what's going on. Peyton's pretty savvy on top, as Gavin was saying. Should be all right here.
Peyton working to get near fall. Oh, that was a late swipe, but he still gets the 4. And we're going to look for a tech fall here. Peyton can get the tech. For those of you unfamiliar, a 15-point differential would give the winner 5 team points for their team and would also end the match. We're going to cut him here. A takedown grants that tech fall.
Big fake. Uh-oh. Hang tight, 10 seconds left.
10 seconds. Peyton's going to try to go big.
Needs to be careful there. I believe Noah Sample's holding off. His coach told him not to go for anything. He did not want to give up that tech fall there at the end.
Absolutely. That's going to be another 4 points for the CMU Eagles, bringing the score 8 for your CMU Eagles, 16 for the Baker Wildcats. And you're going to have highly ranked in the country, Roman Garcia is going up against Kimendrell Hamilton for the Baker Wildcats. And they are not going to put Kimendrell out there. And Roman Garcia is going to get the bye, granting 6 points for the Eagles, bringing the score 14-16 as we head into 197.
It's kind of surprising. Was 74 not make weight, or that was
I'm not too sure.
It's a wild decision, honestly, folks. Kind of odd to see here in a duel this close.
It's going to bring up Sincere Hall Osborne, number 12 in the country. Had a great showing at the Missouri Valley Invite. I believe taking 3rd.
He did. 6-1 on the day.
Fun fact about Sincere, he started wrestling his senior year on your team in high school out of Columbia Hickman.
That is true. I was his very first practice partner, believe it or not, folks.
Absolutely.
Taught him everything he knows. Nah, I'm just playing. Sincere knows way more than I do. This guy's crazy. I mean, some of the stuff he does, I don't really understand the physics of it, so kudos to Sincere. He is a self-made man on the mat, and
absolutely,
we love to see him. We love to see him compete. He's a hard worker in the room, very dedicated on the mat, doesn't like quitting.
Brings a great energy to the room.
He really does, and he's pretty creative out there, and you can tell a lot of that stuff is hard earned, hard learned. So
absolutely.
Here we are in kind of a front head position, looking for a couple snap downs. Getting back. Oh my gosh. Get into that front headlock. Get your hips underneath you, son. Oh, there you go. Sincere kind of running that. I'd like to see him snap one more time before we try to run behind. Just one more time. Now, if this guy stand up, yep, there we go. He's going to run right off the mat. He will toss him off. Now, Sincere's not being mean, folks. That's just how he is. So we see Baker. He's all right. He's running back to the middle. Sincere's already in a stance waiting for him. Now, Sincere is wrestling Eli Messick, a senior from Stockton, Utah. We got two seniors going at it.
Absolutely. Looking at the rankings here, Sincere Hall Osborne is ranked second at 184. Baker Wrestler unranked here.
Could be a big opportunity for the Mr. Baker Wrestler. Sincere jacks him up after that double attempt.
Sincere does like to throw.
Do not do it.
Sometimes it's not always the best option, but it is available.
It's always a choice. There we go. That is better. And that right there, folks, is the growth of Sincere Hall Osborne. He's gonna slam him on his back. He's gonna be looking for a pin. And that is the difference. You
That's
know,
quickly going to become 7-0.
Sincere last year would have tried to send that lap drop. Sincere this year has learned, kind of work that underhook position for all it's worth, get him into a position that he can go ahead and get that big toss in, get those points. That is a 7-point move right there, Gav. Love to see it.
Absolutely. Really opens up the match, and this is where you're going to see Sincere get really excited as you see him bouncing up and down. You know, and one thing about Sincere is you really see the love for the sport he has. You know, we talked about him being a hard worker, but he just really loves it and brings a great energy. Great senior for these young guys to be around and kind of really just figure out college wrestling with Sincere.
Absolutely. I mean, kind of the heart of the men's wrestling team over there. You know, he's as long as Sincere's happy, everybody's happy kind of thing. You know?
Absolutely.
Nice. Great job. And this is a position that Sincere's really been working on a lot. I've seen him, especially working with Roman. He's been working on top-bottom a lot. And he's been doing this new ankle ride, and it's been going pretty good. And I think it's been instrumental because the hard part is when you take people down. Okay, there we go. Don't throw them. When you take people down kind of with those big moves, it takes a lot of energy out of you. And Sincere in the past has maybe gotten in trouble getting a little tired there from having to take someone down, use all that effort, put them on the mat, and then they get right back up. And you're like, whew.
Yep.
Got to do it again. So this new ride series he's been working on has been really helpful, I think, in helping him kind of control the pace of the match a little bit more.
Absolutely. Gets right back up.
Just complimented. God dang it, Sincere.
That's all right. Sincere's comfortable at neutral, as we saw that big move before.
Oh, man.
Going to dig that underhook again.
Yeah. Like to see him push.
Not too sure
there.
if Messick really likes this position.
I don't think he does. He looks very uncomfortable. I think Messick's getting ready to shoot here. He's kind of running back, and then I don't know if he knows or if I don't know or we can't figure it out whether or not he's a lefty or what. But oh my God!
Another big throw attempt by Sincere. As always, makes it fun to watch.
Messick did a good job. He kind of cartwheeled right over him off of his head. Would not have expected that.
I'd like to see Sincere go high to low here. Really mix it up.
Yeah, it looks like Sincere's kind of shooting some clubs in. I'm going to start elbow passing. Kind of pawing out his face there, trying to open him up. Messick doing a good job of trying to stay out of those dangerous ties. Yeah. Kind of trying to slow Sincere down a little bit.
Really keeping his space. Sincere with a low-level attack, a little duck attempt. He's got that inside tie on the right hand.
Follows it up with a shot off an elbow post. Runs him down, gets his three.
It's going to bring the score to 10-1, 25 seconds left in the second period. As you mentioned, he goes right back to that bulldog ride, brings that ankle out. Has a half buried.
Yeah.
Can he get over to that side? He doesn't. Collects the wrist.
There you go. Hook that ankle, pop it up just like that.
Tries to tilt.
On ahead, keep going.
There,
good points for Sincere. That's huge, folks. That'll bring our score to 14-1 right at the end of the period.
Absolutely.
Hot
we
dog.
talked about those dangerous end-of-period points and how huge they can be for wrestlers. Sincere also has 125 on riding time. So if he can get out in under 25 seconds, he could secure that riding time point.
I'm so sorry, folks. I just looked at the sheet and I realized I've been saying Messick. This is Braden Thompson. He is a freshman also from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Oh, wait, never mind. That's 97. Phew. Okay, I've been saying it right. 184. We're good. Last second takedown there.
That's going to secure the tech from Mr. Sincere Hall Osborne.
Thanks for fixing me there, Gav. I appreciate
Absolutely.
you.
Big celebratory flex from Mr. Hall Osborne.
Jogs back on over there to the side. That was a good little kind of recovery for the Eagles there. I think they needed that, Gav.
Absolutely. That's going to give CMU their first lead of the night as a team, 19-16. And we're seeing senior Mr. Jake Henson out of Lebanon, Missouri. You know, this is formerly your weight class. How have you trained, Jake?
I'm gonna be honest, Mr. Jake. He's kind of getting back to his roots a little bit. You know, working on some low single stuff. Yeah, a lot of misdirection. He's really solidified himself in that left leg lead. And honestly, I think I've helped Jake a little bit with the upper body stuff. You know, he looks a little more comfortable there. I think I don't think Jake really scores much from upper body, but he does a good job of being able to stagnate people now, which is good. So
Absolutely.
I think that's kind of been his development. Excellent on top. Crafty he's got a little switch routine that he does on bottom. It's pretty neat. He's going to go front head here, and this is where he's pretty
Pancake.
good. That short offense is Jake Henson. So
And Jake's coming off a great performance. Taking 8th place at the Missouri Valley Invite, one of the toughest tournaments, if not the toughest tournament
in the country.
Went 5 and 3, I believe.
I think so.
So
No, 3 and 2.
okay, so great placement for him as he's looking to turn this far side cradle. Really needs to get his hip next to the other guy's hip there.
Yeah, he's underutilizing his left leg, so to speak. Go on ahead and take your foot, put it on his right butt cheek. Yeah, kind of like that. Now just step on his butt, though.
There he gets hip to hip.
And then,
Walk
then
that
you
leg
can rock
up.
back.
Drive forward.
There
And
you
there
go.
it is. Perfect. Jake Henson looking for a fall here. Mr. Thompson.
Fight now. Rolls through.
Jake not going to give any easy
and
points.
that's coming. All
We're
right.
out. That's going to be another 7-0 lead with 58 seconds of riding time for Jake.
Big chop here for Jake. Like I mentioned, he's kind of got a good little tight weight series on top.
That's going to take him over the minute riding time. 1:13 left.
7-0 in favor of Mr. Henson here.
That's where he likes to go chop and then 2-on-1 on that far leg. He's going to bulldog ride, bring that ankle out with his leg. There it is, cross face. Potentially looking for that cradle again. Thompson comes to his feet, but continue to be breakdown by Henson.
Yeah, it looks like Jake's just kind of working him here. Kind of see a little weird hand motion that's going on for Mr. Thompson. Not really sure what that's about. Looks like he's contemplating escaping. Went for it.
Ooh, short time. Don't really like to see a wrestler give that up, but Henson's got a 7-1 lead, so he's pretty confident that we can compete on our feet.
I agree.
It's going to bring us to the end of the first period. Very exciting first period. Baker's going to elect to choose down, regardless of the 2 minutes of riding time that Jake has piled up here.
Yeah, the good news about riding time, at only 1 point, you know. So I guess in theory, you think about it, this point negates that point. You know, so I guess Baker thought process here, get on out. But you know, you look to see Jake kind of advance that ride and really
Look for a turn here.
yeah, just kind of keep racking up those points. You know, that's always awesome.
Thompson gets to that quad pod. Jake's gonna elect to let him go. This brings our score 7-2.
Equal 50-50 here, kind of with the collar ties. Ooh, nice shot from Thompson. Kind of caught Jake by surprise, it looks like. Jake rocking him back. Don't get your legs split. Good job.
Jake does a good job just giving up the takedown, not giving up. Big move.
Big
Big
crossface.
crossface from Thompson there.
Give your jaw a little free adjustment.
Yeah. Thompson's keeping his foot in. As we go to this restart, Cam, what are you thinking Carlos telling to Jake here?
I think he's telling him to get out. You know, you don't want to be down there for long. You got a nice 2 minutes of riding time. Let's go ahead and hit your little switcheroo. Get around. Let's see if we get a reversal, honestly. That'd be awesome. But I do not want to see you ever get taken down like that again. Staying focused on your feet, even when you have a lead, is a hard thing to do sometimes. And it can be kind of frustrating, you know, when you're that guy that was up, now having a way closer match because you kind of had that mental slip up.
Absolutely.
So let's look away for get back mentally in the game and kind of get free here. I hate this position with an absolute passion. It's very frustrating to be in, and it's really hard for the guy on offense. It's a star ride, folks. So I don't like it. But essentially, Jake is trying to free his hand. It's really hard to do sometimes, and you can get stuck there for quite a while. Good job by Jake Henson. Come on. Yep.
Jake needs to work to clear his hips. He's got his hips clear.
Just needs to knee slide up. He's watching. I don't want to get Merkled here, which is fair. There you go.
There we go.
Good point. Watch the toss.
Right at the end of the period, 5 seconds left. It was very important for Jake to get up there. That's going to bring us to the end of the second period. We're going to see what Jake chooses here. He's going to go ahead and elect to choose down. Jake getting a little blood cleaned up here. Getting more blood cleaned up from off of the freshman out of Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed a lot of those Oklahoma guys kind of go to that ride. I don't really like it, man. I don't know. It's good. I'm just biased, folks. It's a good ride. It's valid. It's one of those positions you kind of see just it's a big stalemate. It can go on for minutes because everybody's like, oh, they're about to score points, and then they don't. And so I don't know. It happens.
Fair.
But impressive fight out of a young guy, you know. I mean, freshman. I mean, Oklahoma's good state, you know. They got good wrestling.
Great
but,
wrestling.
you know, for a freshman to kind of put up this much of a fight and work hard against a senior is always good, you know.
Absolutely.
Good recruit for Baker here.
Jake's got those hips out again. As Thompson goes for that ride you were talking about. Thompson's going to elect to cut him.
I think that's smart here. He's got it down under a minute.
That's going to give Jake the 9-5 lead should be.
Yeah, they messed up on the scoreboard.
Eye poke.
Who got poked?
I believe Jake did.
Okay, yeah, he's rubbing at his eye. I didn't see it. I was looking at the scoreboard. They fixed the score now, folks. A lot of heavy hand fighting here. I'm gonna be honest, yeah. I think we're gonna see another shot attempt, followed by an immediate throw attempt. He's gonna shoot. Jake's gonna try to pull him up.
Nice re-attack attempt by Jake, and
Good
he's
job.
gonna dump him.
Continue
working up.
No, don't let him get his hip back. Do not let him get his hip back. Snake that leg. You see Thompson kind of going like
Crotch lift position.
last attempt, crotch lift.
That's 3.
Good job by Jake there.
Absolutely. That's going to give him 7-point lead. If Jake rides him out, he gets an 8-point lead, which is a major.
I know CMU would appreciate that right now. That would
Absolutely.
cinch the duel for him. Or, yeah, we just get that ride out. 58 seconds left on the clock here, folks. Big chop.
Got a minute left here. Another big mat return attempt, and he gets it.
Oh. Mr. Thompson slipped free. Jake's got riding time locked up. Still in control, though. All right, now official escape point.
So without a takedown from Thompson, it's going to be a major. We've got 25 seconds left. I don't want to speak too soon, folks. We've got action. Thompson back to the center fairly quickly. Big club.
Nice redirect there. Good push.
So,
We get stall call for green, I believe is what he meant. Oh,
for
my
pushing.
gosh. Called him. God dang, man. It's just unfortunate call there. I don't know what to say.
5 seconds. Jake holds strong here. 2.
We're going to see danger
1,
position. Got to be careful.
And that's going to wrap up the major for Jake.
That's going to put CMU in a commanding lead there, Gav. No threat of losing the duel unless someone gets mad and chucks a shoe.
Absolutely.
Which is awesome. You know, you like to see that out of your guy. Going ahead and push for one more. You got big boy Foy coming in. Austin Foy here. Ranked pretty high up, heavyweight. Number 7.
Number 7 in the country out of Palmetto Ridge High School in Naples, Florida. This has also been a great recruit for Carwath. Came in freshman year, qualified for the national tournament, and he has only went up, folks. He is looking for a big year and a big postseason. Did not wrestle at the Moval Invite, but he is back, and we are excited.
Yeah, here we go with a big double leg.
Fireworks right off the whistle.
Kind of goes claw here. Ends up in that neutral ride. Very parallel ride.
It's going to be 4-0.
Cuts
5-0, excuse me.
Looking for some fakes.
Austin's going to get his motion.
This is going to be a toss. There
He's
you go.
going big.
He's going to drop underneath him, folks. This is going to be a lat drop. It's going to be painful. Nope. Goes knee pick.
Knee pick. Beautiful.
That'll be 3 for big boy Foy.
Tough ride on top here. He's trying to bar off that left arm. He's getting a deep power half
going on. Ugh. Austin goes ahead and
Esslinger
cuts
does a
him
great
again.
job fighting off that half. We're back neutral here. Going upper body, got that over-under position. Now just an underhook.
Quick double attempt. I don't really know. He looks a little hesitant. Goes outside trip.
Esslinger is so much taller
Quick
than
snatch
Foy.
single. Yeah.
Kind of hard to get to his regular throw attempts. Gonna get a stall warning here potentially. Esslinger wrestles back in.
Oh, big toss. Looks like it's going to be a fall there.
And that's going to be a
He
fall.
hit the choke up, Gavin. He hit the choke up.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you guys saw that at home. Give a little bump, readjust.
That's gonna bring the Eagles a 28-16 win over the Baker Wildcats. Great to have a conference win so late in the season. We will be back next Thursday, versus Missouri Valley. Thank you guys for tuning in and hanging out with us at Pucka Fieldhouse.
Have a good rest of your night.